All right, welcome to Smokey Proof Korea. I'm your boy journalist, and on this one, we are not finishing up, but continuing D1. This is going to be the last from Suga, aka Suga, aka August. Yeah, I was about to say August, aka it's the other way around. Also, I've been informed 21st of April, Blood is dropping an album, his first official album, and then we get the first single or whatever. We're supposed to get something on the 7th, so that kind of works like perfectly for my schedule. So you can expect something, I guess, on the 9th, because you guys be wanting me to wait like 24, 48 hours, so it's not a problem. So we'll wait the time. I'm currently updated on that, so thank you guys for trying to let me know about that, so we can kind of just rotate this in. And how it looks, I'm probably going to listen to like an album from everybody before I even hear them as a group, which is funny to think that's kind of how I'm probably gonna like really get into BTS, which is funny. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me. Please hit that like, subscribe. Patreon's in the description, and let's get into this one. Brave, bold, black tracksuit on a Basis road. I thought this when I first pulled this video. I don't know if anybody else feels this. When this song starts, all I feel like I should hear Nelly. It's like the beginning of the country grammar. And all I hear is hot shit. Like as soon as these first little and then it's like hot shit, and then it's supposed to drop in the country grammar, but that's not what happens. It's the last. Also, I do know this some of people's like it's a song a lot of people like from this project, so we are finally getting to it as well. Hot shit. God damn it. Just gotta go to Dulcet. It started off too good. Well, I've got to do this one next. But there's a weak self standing. Hold on. All right, so yeah, this particular line, like coupled with the one before it, it's like, are you covering up your now like famous success, like you've made it, but yet you still feel like weak, like your old self still inside? You're just kind of hiding it. So I'm like, I don't think this translation is the best, so I'm gonna just pull up Dulcet just to save us some goddamn time. Come on, cuz that's not gonna help us. That's not gonna help us. We'll just type in August. Oh my God. Come on. Solo projects. We'll just do it like this. Boom. Boom. Look at that. Okay. Oh, God damn it. Well, I guess it really don't matter. Oh, okay. There, see? My weak self. Yeah, okay. It's a little bit more in line with how I was thinking. Yo, the mix on this one is, oh my God, it's so much better than fucking YouTube. Jesus Christ, it sounds so much better. It's such a fuller beat.
Hell no.
So it's not gonna work either. This is why I don't use Dulcet. Like I use it, but I don't use it this way. I don't know Korean, so I can't just read it and translate it, know which English words to say. So how we're gonna have to do this is I'm gonna listen to it and then I'm gonna read the lyrics after. That way I'll actually be able to just actually comment on things that make sense to my brain, because cuz could be like right here in the song for all I fucking know. I have no idea. None.
Hell no. 어쩌면 그게 내 모습일지도 몰라 damn 현실의 괴리감 이상가의 갈등 아픈 머리가 된 깊이 정이 생겨버린 이상가의 갈등 아픈 머리가 된 깊이 정이.
This flow is so tacky. I'm glad I chose to do it this way now. This flow is fucking ridiculous. The little dynamic shifts the cough that he just did, the highs and lows, like it's. Hey, this boy was. Hey, he was in a bag this time. He was in a bag this time. Run it back, fuck. See, this is the simple part of the verse. Yeah, now we're getting skippy. Right here. Skippy. Wow, we got one. It sounds like nigga now. What did he say? Yeah, it's right there. Move over. Move over. Hey, that shit hard. That shit hard. Nah, nigga, move over. Nah, nigga, move over. Hey, the original is hard as shit. The original's hard as shit. That shit, hey, that's a fire way to like build like tension in the moment. Like, ah. That's a good little fucking, I'm gonna call it a cadence because it's not particularly like a proper like harmony or excuse me, a melody, but like it almost like it's right at that edge. Whatever, I feel like this is the hook. Right here. Oh, that's a good little cadence.
I don't give a shit, I don't give a fuck. 그딴 말들 전부 다 날간 날 숨기려 하는 말 지우고 또 그때 기억조차 나지 않는 너는 공연하는 날 사람들의 무서워 화장실에 숨어버린 나를 마주하던 나 그때는 성공이다 보상할 줄 알았지.
You could feel so much energy in this song as well. It's very hard to get these breaths to sound good, because once you start really compressing your vocal and really trying to like make it really pop in the mix, that it can go left quite quickly. Because I have a song I just recorded recently where I took it out of the first hook, but I had copied and pasted the hook for the second half of the song and forgot to chop it out of the one I had copied and pasted. And now when I listen to the demo, I'm just like, this is terrible on the ears. Like, make sure you get rid of that shit. So when I'm listening to this and I'm hearing them cough and just have all these, like, I'm out of breath, but like me being out of breath is like an extra like seasoning on top of the performance that I'm doing for this particular song. It like enhances the song versus my shit. I was taking it away. I took it away myself. Accidentally left it in. And I was like, that was a smart choice because that shit sound terrible. And seeing a good usage in a display, especially on a project that is so early days for somebody that turns into fucking BTS is fucking crazy. Shout out to my man.
시간이 지날수록 괴물이 된 기분이야 처음 아파가 나의 성공이란 괴물은 더큰 부러워 내 무기였던 욕심을 때려 날 집어삼키고 망치면 때려 목줄을 걸어 어떤 이들은 내 입을 틀어 막으면서 나가를 삼키라 해 I don't want it 그들은 내가
This has such Ichima vibes, but just the tones, like the gravel he puts in his voice to like really like accentuate certain lines. I'm just like, God damn it. I can't wait to actually read the lyrics because this sounds like it's a song that has like a lot of emotion put in it. But I'm just like, I can only hear it right now because I'm not going back to the music video. I'm doing this one at this point. That's what's happening.
제발 그만해 이 모든 일들의 근원은 나니까 나 스스로 그만둘게 내 불행이 니들의 행복이라면 기꺼이 불행해줄게 증오의 대상이 나라면 기어틴에 올라서 줄게.
This was the song right here. Fire. Fire. God damn. Wait, so also, you guys, he produced this whole thing. Like, do we have any production help on this one? Because that drum fill. Phil Collins would be proud, my boy. Now I just feel like I'm in Castlevania. This shit sounds crazy. I don't know what he's saying, but this shit sound crazy. That's a good song. I still don't know what we're talking about, so I'm gonna have to read it for that part of it. Overall, the emotion and feeling of this song, this sounds like one of those I need to get in my bag to like really get some shit off my chest. And I'm not particularly like my production style when it comes to I need to like get some shit off my chest and like get in my bag and get skippy here and there. It's never really one of these like really big like old school boom bap inspired like real drum type of rap beats, but he does it so well that I'm like, maybe I should play with one of them, see what happens, because they typically don't sound like this, especially at the drum fill section. That drum fill section is really just like, it's just boom bap drums, but like with the fucking organs and all the synths on top of it, it masks it so well that it just turns it more into something that feels like a live performance, something that is a little bit more real. Probably chose that because he probably is speaking about some realer things in his life. Because that's sometimes people do that when they make the beat. They'll be like, oh, I only want to use like real instruments because I want everything to be real for this song. And it's like, all right, mom, like 6 niggas in the world really could tell a real drum from a fake one. Like it really doesn't matter. However, the perceived perception of, I guess it's the same thing, so that's redundant. The perception of using an imitation drum or a real drum, no matter the point, is actually, it really helps sell the song, at least to me. So now we're gonna go through the lyrics and actually see background information. Shout out to Dual Set helping a nigga out. Hey, I don't know if Dual Set sponsors anybody, but that's a great slogan. Dual Set helping a nigga out. Come on, Dual Set, sponsor me. Honda's a mix of sorrow, nostalgia, anger, pain, and hope. It is the emotional journey and state of mind of someone who has been gravely wronged but is powerless, made powerless in society to take revenge, but decides eventually to cling to their hope of a better future when you can overcome your Han. I will not translate this particular word. What? Oh, so down low you won't be translating it. That makes sense. Okay. It's like I'm not going to waste my time. I told you. Oh, God damn it. I don't have time for this. All right. So Han is just what's it called? An overall state of emotion where you just are fucking. It covers a lot of things. God damn it. But hope and nostalgia. Mm. So it seems like it covers a lot of reflective thoughts, and then just active emotions. Okay. Homosexuality understands my weak self, a bit dangerous. Depression and compulsion sometimes flare up. Okay. Hell no. Maybe that's my true self. Did see again. I know I said this like for D2, but like reading his lyrics or just like when I listen to his music, I always feel like I'm reading Cuz diary, because this is like you being honest with yourself for the first two. Is like, yo, I'm successful, but I'm still hiding like my weaker self. Like that's a dangerous dynamic to have in one's mind, because it's not you're not actually settled in yourself or who you are currently. If you have that like kind of dynamic, it's almost like imposter syndrome in that. At least that's my best way of explaining it. How I interpret this part, and then depression and compulsion sometimes flare up. Hell no, that's him being like what actually kind of comes up, but like he thinks they're instances, and then he's having the like checking himself moments by saying hell no, and then the acceptance moment comes right after, saying maybe that's my true self. Like maybe I'm a person that either deals with or has these things where I have depression and compulsion like come and turn my mind into a state I particularly may not want it to be. Compulsion would also kind of be like manic, like for like a different choice. I'm just trying to make sure it's kind of in the same realm, because I don't really understand compulsion. Uh, for we'll say like a thing that just like drives a person, maybe like in a ADHD sense, because then there's like those intrusive thoughts and shit like that. So maybe that's the compulsion element, but maybe it was supposed to be like manic right there. Damn, feeling the separation from the reality, conflict, my ideals, my head hurts. Yeah, living a different life than we would want to, doing things that are things we dreamed about. Because, like, especially working in the business at the level he works at, based off of his background, and if he really, like, took on, for lack of a better term, because I wouldn't use it for an American artist, but like an underground mind state from a Korean rapper, being a idol completely conflicts with his entire image of himself. So this has got to be, yeah, it's got to be so weird. It's almost got to be like you're astral projecting through life at all times, because you have to do things with your physical form while staying in your brain and feeling and living with your actual true ideals. That's got to be like a war. Oh, this is stressful. I'm getting stressed out reading this shit. It was when I was about 18 that my social phobia developed. Yeah, it was about then that my mind became polluted more and more. That's exactly. You're going through new experiences so quickly at 18. Sometimes I'm afraid of myself thanks to self-hatred and depression that came to play again. Ugh, that sucks. These are terrible emotions to have to carry. Min Yoongi has already died. I killed him. God damn. See, now I wish this was a better the Min Yoongi. I wish it was better in the sense of like when people take psychedelics and they say they've like killed their like ego or their id or their themselves. Like that's like, hey, we celebrate that. You might not be a dick no more. Like you might actually be a good person now. But this is like he's had to like kill his older self to become a new person to survive the thing or the world that he's gone into. Long time since it became my daily life to compare my dead passion to others. It's a good place to be, but god damn, it's also sad. It's so all melancholic. God damn it, this is terrible. And I had a consultation with me. My parents said they didn't know me well. I don't know myself well either. Then who would know? Who knows? That's a mad. What? How the fuck? How does nobody I'm just imagining the situation. It's me, my mom, and my dad. I don't know me. You don't know me. Like That's a fucking conundrum. Nobody in this motherfucking room knows me, and the psychiatrist is getting paid to listen to all this shit. And how do you not, as his parents, know who they are? That just blows my mind as well. What the fuck were you doing, with no disrespect, but just like, what were you doing with your child? You just had him living in a house, or does he say that they don't know him in the sense that because he's gone off to become an idol for so long, by the time they sit down for this therapy session, like they don't know him because he's been gone for so long, and they were those years he was gone are actually his very formative years where he really does turn into who he's going to probably be as a man later in life. So then that would make complete sense. But if that's not the time frame, how don't nobody know? Because I get why he doesn't know. Nigga, I'm in the world, and I'm growing up so fast, I haven't even had a breath to find out who I am. This song is actually an attempt to dig into that. And then to hear this, this shit's sad. This shit's sad. Excuse me. Oh my God. Oh, the beep has to be, have you ever thought about killing yourself? It's got to be the self-deletion. It has to be. Also, I know it's just a catchphrase, but if anybody is thinking about like self-deleting any of that, I promise you, somebody wants to hear you than rather to have to go to your goddamn funeral. Please talk to somebody. Like, call some fucking body. Hit me in the goddamn comments. If I see that shit, I chop it up with your ass. Like, call somebody, goddamn it. I say like a habit. So when he says I say like a habit, it's kind of like in the context of like I now think about self deletion like it's a habit, like it's a thought that I have often at this point. All these words are hide my weak self. The time that I want to erase, it was on a day of some performance that I can't even remember. I faced myself who got afraid of people and hid in the washroom. Man had a panic attack, cuss. That's crazy. Back then I thought that success would make it all worth it, but then it feels like I'm becoming a monster as time passes. Again, I don't know how, but like, how do you feel like a monster, or do you feel like a monster because since you don't know yourself, you are afraid of yourself because you don't actually know your limits, limitations, or anything that you might do? Because then that does make you a very scary person. Because if I was hyper successful in these ways and then I didn't even know who I was myself at my core, the potentials for wrongs that I could do or the type of person I could turn into would become very monstrous, and that would be very scary. So I don't know if I'm reading too deep into it or if this is actually like how he's thinking about these things. I'd love to interview this nigga one day because be like, hey, cuss, we're gonna have to go line by line. Like, how close is this translation to your actual feelings and thoughts? A monster my success earned at the cost of my youth. That's a bar, but he didn't say it in English. So it's got to be an even crazier bar in Korean. Yes. The hunger of wanting more because you cannot satiate the hole you did not understand you had before. It is the biggest killer of entertainers I can possibly think of. The greed that used to be my weapon now swallows me, ruins me, and puts a leash around my neck. Yeah. Don't be a slave to the things you want, because that shit is dangerous. Some people stop my mouth and ask me to swallow the forbidden fruit. I don't want it. They want me to leave this garden. That's above my understanding. I say the only thing I could think is either people want him to fall off so he can no longer continue to taste the fruits of his labors, i.e. forbidden fruit, because a lot of people actually, even though that is a term for fruits of your labor, most people don't actually get to actually have the true enjoyment of their fruits of their labor. It is vacuumed away into just fucking sustenance living. So that's why I would consider it a forbidden fruit, because most people never really get to taste like true like the fruits of their labor. Shit. I get to. Oh, please stop this, cause all these problems is me. So let me be quiet by myself. I walk away on my own. If my misfortune is your happiness, I'll gladly be unfortunate. The what? That's this is such a techie sentence. It's in English. Misfortune, sadness, happiness, unfortunate. Like it's oh fuck. It's like sad. It's like the sadness. At least how the sentence is written. We've got a sad word. We've got one sad word here, and then it's a happy word, sad word. But the way that the sad words are you or the happy words are less powerful than the sad words in this particular instance, and that's typically not how we use happy and sad words. So it's like the sadness really creates like a fucking like it encompasses it in a way. I, I don't this oh fuck. I feel like I just overdo it. I really do, because I'm just like, oh, did he write it on purpose like this? Because if so, this is a technical precision that Jesus Christ. The target of your hatred is me. I will step onto the guillotine for you. No, hey, I'm not Bruno Mars. I will not motherfucking catch a grenade for you. I'm not doing it. And if your hatred is like for me, suck your mother's batty crease. I love you, but you can still suck your mother's batty crease. But hey, I'm no. Oh, only imagine became reality. That's when that happens. Things that you thought of in your head are become physical things you can touch. Oh my God, you feel like a fucking magician. Dream is in front of my eyes. You were living it, young man. A little shit who used to perform in front of two people. Oh my God, my first fucking show was like 5 people, and I was like on a little soapbox in Marina Del Rey. It was terrible. It was like inside of a restaurant. It was like booths in the restaurant. Like it's like booths on both sides, a small little walkway, and then at the end of the walkway was like this little platform, like literally maybe like 2 feet wide by like 4 feet long. Like it was like just very tiny, and like they didn't even cover it or anything. It was like bare wood, like it was like pallet wood almost. It was terrible, but you know, shut it down. Like it's 100 people, 1,000 people, don't matter. So somebody's there to see you perform. You got to do it like to your best abilities. But when you can go from that to like where shows where people like actually clap and there's like hundreds of people and they really relate to your music, it's a beautiful journey to go on, because you're just like, fuck, man. Like there was nobody in the fucking room. There's like people here now, like, and they want to hear the things we have to say. This is crazy. Now, Tokyo Dome is in front of my eyes. So they wrote this before they went to Tokyo, I assume. I only live once, so I live harder than anyone. That's facts, cuz. Living half-heartedly can be... No, it can't. That's exactly why I'm outside. That's exactly why I'm outside right now. Like, yo, if I'm going to die, I'm definitely dying working for me. Going after everything that I would like to have in this world, then working for next man and being like, well, I got to get this piece in order and do it exactly this way. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Hook or crook, nope. I'll do it on my terms and for me until the fucking day I die, because I tried the standard way. Bun all that. I'm not doing it no more. My fam, my homie, my fam, don't worry. I'm really okay now. Damn. This is kind of like reassurances for everybody else, but the damn at the end is like for himself. Like, damn, like I've really actually probably said this shit out loud that I particularly didn't mean to, or in me saying it out loud, I also understand I worry a lot of people, but the fact I can now internalize this message and then also tell you about it means that I've come to some sort of solace with it. Like I've been able to square it away. This song is fucking, at least how I'm reading it, this song has a lot of messaging in it. And I know that this English translation, it doesn't even scratch the surface of probably like direct, like if I actually knew Korean, it'd fucking be crazy. What you saying to it, bro?
Bingo.
No, we ain't even started the bingo card yet. Okay, I got one more and then I'm gonna be finished. So we got rehearsals. So yeah, I'm gonna have to wrap this up as soon as I can. But yeah, we probably will have to put adding the roommates on the bingo card though. I deny my essence multiple times. Yeah, you can't deny your true self. My address is idle. I don't deny it. Facts, cuss. The anguish that dug into my mind multiple times. At the end of my wandering, there was no answer. The last song on the EP I dropped in June, there's a bar where I say essentially the same thing. Where I went through it's that one or it's Conversation. So it's the last song or it's number 3. But essentially I'm saying the same thing. Like, yo, you go through the shit and you're like, oh, I'm going through this so I can get the answers. And then you get through the shit and it's like, ain't no motherfucking answers. It's not a fucking thing at the end of it. You just went through it. And it's still fucking terrible. But now you've gone through it, but you didn't get no answers. Like, this shit is trash. My pride that I thought I had sold now becomes my self-respect. Facts. My fans, keep your head up. Proudly, who else would do as much as I do? From Seiko to Rolex. I never really liked Seikos like that, but I respect the Rolex. I don't know what AX is. Apparently it's a hall. And then to gymnastics and arena. Okay, tens of thousands, not to one hand gesture of mine. That's a big one. Show me the money. It's not that. I couldn't do it. I didn't do it. Shit. Backgrounds. We're able to gain. Okay. So he said I couldn't do the show me the money thing. Like that just wasn't my way. That wasn't my path. Those who used to sell us out, it's not that you didn't do it. You couldn't do it. The root of my creation is Han. Okay, that feeling and sense that they express to us. Okay, I have tasted the world's sweetness, bitterness, and even shit. That time when I tried to sleep on a bathroom floor is now a memory to me. It became a memory. See, yeah, like it's something I now can think of, but it's in my past. Like I've been able to like let it go in the ways that it may like have shackled me to that moment. But now I'm calm with it now. I debuted holding on to my fucking crushed shoulder thanks to the accident on my part-time delivery job. In front of whom do you think you're pretending you've gone through hardships? Hey, cut, I feel you. Hey, as motherfuckers be like, oh, I've been through, nigga, I have been hit by a car. I've had to teach myself how to walk. Like, I have pain and tragedy I've been through. So when people say certain shit to me, I actively have to tell myself not to tell them to shut the fuck up because they ain't been through fucking shit. But that's not how it works because it's not technically a pain Olympics. But when you've gone through some shit that most people will actively can see that like, all right, based on triage, your shit's a little bit more than mine. You really kind of get jaded to people talking certain shit. So like when I hear shit like this, I'm like, see, that's a nigga that know. This nigga got hit by a car, fucked this whole thing up, like could have derailed some other shit for him. Like these are real hardships that most people don't even understand. So it's like, And then he just, okay, so the Seiko stuff was come back. Those who used to sell us out. Yeah, so that's the hook. All right, this turned into the longest video in the reaction, but I'm actually glad I took the time because I felt like this song had a lot of nuance to it that I'm still not getting, but I probably also made up a whole bunch of all this other shit that is probably not in the song, but I don't particularly know him that well. I've only heard the one mixtape and now this one, and I would, based on how I interpret the lyrics and their translation, I would say I'm pretty like spot on, but you guys that listen to them more and know like the intricate details of them would probably know better than me. So please do let me know. Thank you guys for joining me. If you could please hit that like, subscribe, Patreon's in the description. And yeah, we'll chat about this song in the comment section when it drops. See you guys on the next one. I'm out of here. Peace.